Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Flotsam. Early access, I should mention that. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to, let's see, I'm not sure what that necessarily means. I don't know what content is missing, how buggy it is, so on and so forth. But that's okay, because this is one of the cutest, maybe not cutest, but one of the prettiest town builders I've ever seen. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway. Let's see, so what do we do? So, well, that's it then. Garbage floods wiped away our village. Perhaps we should stop sticking on these useless rocks. Go explore. Who needs land? These endless blue waves. That's all we need. The flooded world is our oyster. Let's polish this plastic into beautiful pearls. If only we weren't out of fuel. Okay, what should we name our town? Okay, start our adventure. No one saw that. Let's see. So, we need plastic. We need a hell of a lot of plastic. We need wood up the wazoo. Let's see. Let's start the wood, probably. I guess that's a decent amount. Main reason why I'm doing this is because I can do super fast. Super fast. So you click on a building to open its interface, and that has the deconstruct button. Not those that I saw, it just said the building was disabled. Anyway, yeah, since we can make everything go faster, it shouldn't be too bad. I do notice a little bit of micro lag on this game, but that's not so bad. Okay, so with this... There are no natural snap points. Doesn't look like there's any natural snap points. I'm just gonna do one of those. I know I said I was going to make them... Oh, no. I'm gonna make the cross sections as long as possible. Ooh, that's a lot of immediate fish. But yeah, once this is done... I guess it's actually gonna be done sooner than later. What do I need for this? Just a buttload of plastic? Alright. Because, yeah, if I can get these down sooner than later, then we won't run out of nearly as much food reserves. I know it's not that big of a deal, but it was going to bug me. This game is so charming, relaxing, it's both. So what's the game about? World got flooded. Now people are living on shack towns floating on the sea. It's pretty freaking cute. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna put that there. We're gonna just have two storages right next to each other. Okay, that's good. We're getting the wood in pretty quick. Okay, seems we've got that micro lag. I'm gonna just try turning on VSync. Could also be the refresh rate. I don't know. It could be a lot of different things. Could just be beyond my control. These things happen. Let's see. Go. Might as well go for the other plastic. While we're here. What is that? Oh, that's a. Wait, I can sync the dresser. I love that you can actually interact with that. That's super cute. What is this? What is this thing? Is it like a train? It looks like it might be a crashed train. It's hard to say. Okay, second drawing rack. And then if I do this... Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna cost me a lot of my plastic, but that's okay. Let's see. Might as well grab that while we're there. And then at some point, we're gonna want to just bail. That's the other thing I could do. We could just turn this down from ultra to just medium. Maybe that'll fix the problem. It doesn't seem like it really changed too much either. Okay, so we can get at least a small house. Nope, didn't fix a dang thing. Alright. Whatever it is, it's either beyond my abilities to deal with, or who knows what. Sometimes I just can't change anything, and that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, can't bail until I get a mast, which means we are going to want a water distiller, but I think I'm going to go for the... Oh, we need some rope. Means we probably want a woodworking shed. Means let's start... Getting one of those. Yeah, too many snap points, unfortunately. So I think we're very quickly going to get off of any kind of semblance of a grid on this, which is going to make me... It's going to drive me up the walls a little, but you know what? You do what you gotta do. Okay. And maybe it's the autosave. Oh, could be the autosave. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I have the ability to do anything with that. Not really. Oh. But yeah, autosave would actually make a lot of sense. Okay. Jeez. This thing's a little bit more tremendous than I was expecting it to be. But that's okay. Okay. And I don't have a woodworking shed yet. So I'll get that done. We'll need more houses. We'll need a lot more plastic. Uh-oh. Starting to spread out a little. But that's okay. I'm over here. Well, we have one small house. We should probably get more. Unfortunately, I think my people are going to be kind of pissed and just passing out constantly. At least for a little while. Okay, so what's this? So, we need to make at least one rope. And... let's see. I kind of wish... Wow. Okay. Camera controls, resources, buoy markers, all of these. Passive producers. Okay, so that's like the drying rack. Production limits. There we go. For every producible item, a limit can be set. Do this via the production limit panel. Okay, so that's important. Okay, so I'm going to do infinite water. However, we want to go to... Where the heck is the production limit panel? Oh, hi. With the sail, we can actually go to some of these. I didn't even know. Okay. Ah, production limit. That's freshwater? I'm going to set it to 50 for the time being. Just so we don't burn through all of our wood. At least for a little bit. Of course, we have no fuel, which requires firewood. Okay, so we'll get that going. And this means I can at the very least get one mooring point. I'm still going to need the salvage boat, but it looks like that's not so bad. Let's see. How much plastic am I rolling? Not much. Okay, you know what? I can probably deconstruct some of this. What the... The snappage on this is confusing. I guess the characters can just hop out and swim whenever they want, which is kind of the point, probably. I'm just gonna... Oh! That's why it's so big. Well, I'm just gonna do that for now. Yeah, so we're gonna want another mooring point, I think. I don't know how many boats I can have. Well, one thing I should probably look at, we're gonna need more houses. Fit anybody in there? The answer is no. Fit somebody in there, though. Okay, so we'll do that, at least for now. Does look like the wind is carrying us slowly away from this island, or we've just strip mined everything in the immediate and available area. At least this way they'll be able to pass out. Let's see. So now that we've got that, we just gotta get a smidge more plastic. And we'll go from there. Let's see. How have you been, Wander? I've been good. There have been too many games, and it's causing me some amount of grief. Just because, you know, that makes it really difficult for me to keep on top of everything. But, you know, all of the games are really good, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Like, there have been a couple of games that I'm not super passionate about, but the rest have been, like, really good. It's actually, if anything, that might even be more stressful, because then I'm just like, oh, no, I must cover them all. How am I going to do this? Okay, so, yeah, at this point, we just need plastic, which, yeah, it's probably best that I don't screw around anymore, because we're about to run out of plastic, and I'm not sure if I get any more than this initial amount, at least without the boat. Let's see. I am going to drink water. Because I am thirsty too. Hydrate well, especially if you've got a migraine. Admittedly, I'm coming down off of it. It was bad yesterday. I don't talk about it because most people get like really mad at me and it's like, you don't have a migraine. I'm like, I very much do. But like, after stream, I pretty much laid in bed and was like, Shell, turn off the light. I need to go to sleep. And she's like, but I'm doing work. And I'm like, So I just put on a blindfold and sat there going, for a while. Okay. You know what? We still need more drinking water. These people are thirsty. And it's a problem. Did you get one of those eye masks, Wander? I have multiple, in fact. When I say blindfold, I mean it's about the same thing. I had a really good one filled with like these plastic micro beads that like no matter how warm it was, it felt like ice cold when I put it on my face. It was so nice. Problem is it has a hole in it and the whole thing's like really stretchy, so it's kind of hard to patch the hole. And also really hard to wash, so I might look into replacing it at some point. I look stupid wearing these things, but it helps a lot when I'm not feeling good. Okay, so salvage boat. And yeah, it looks like I'm gonna need another mooring point, so I guess we might as well get another rope over here. How am I doing? Yeah, we're running out of dry wood, but I guess that's okay. So this will get us the boat, and then we can start getting some of the other resources. That should work. At least for now. Everybody's got their bedrooms. Food's kind of good, at least for now. Water's on its way. And once we have more wood rolling in, it won't be so bad. We'll probably want another storage point, but I'm going to prioritize getting those boats first. Okay, while we're here, Let's see. Do we need plastic? We kind of need both. I should get this sail, but I'm just going to send them out for the basics. Let's see. While we're here, we need a fishing boat. I'm going to just have one salvage boat and one salvage boat and one fishing boat. Beds are too unsteady and make you nauseous. Huh. Yeah, it might just make it so I can't see, generally. And sometimes they hurt. I also might sound really drunk, but that's kind of here and there. Or really cranky. I don't know. I'm lucky that I don't have, like, the really, really bad ones. But, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Actually, fishing. Yeah, we got fish. Eat them. Admittedly, I don't know if these characters know how to cook, so they're probably just gonna dry the fish now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, that's okay. Dry fish. So, while we're here, what's our maximum stock? It looks like each one of these provides... Huh. Interesting. Probably just do 8. As far as 8 will go. Okay, so now we've got some basic fish. Fish will get stored. We don't have much for metal scrap. We've got food rolling in. Water's a bit of a problem, but we don't need wood. So I'm going to do infinite firewood and then limit it to... That's not it. This? Limit firewood to... Let's do 25 firewood, at least for the time being, until we get more dry wood. So, God, good lord, those fish look horrifying. They're just stacked up in this... Oh, wow. Say it, don't spray it, Wander. That was bad. I am not fully functional here. I'm coming off of it, but it's gonna take a little bit. But, like, it was just this, like, horrible pile of just awful fish. Let's see. So, there's no limit to the amount of fish that you can get. It's probably not great, but that's still kind of cool. Okay, so sail. Let's see. Fishing boat. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we've got any other varieties, at least for now. I'm going to... Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go back to this for a second. We should probably have... It would be really nice if there was a grid for this. I know you're just supposed to make it haphazard, but I want it to be, like, clean and organized. At least you can connect spare walkways together. And so I can have kind of a square. It's probably not the most efficient use of space, but that's okay. Let's see. So we got that, and we're good. We don't have any wood to dry, which means actually we need to go get more wood sooner than later. I think they're currently working on other stuff. It sucks a little bit because this needs to be the priority. Is there a way to increase priority? Doesn't look like it. Because yeah, unfortunately they're all currently working on stuff. Oh, here. Let's see. Whose boat is this? Thirsty Floater. Captain is... That's fine. New drifters. No swimming allowed. No, that's fine. Hauling duties, fishing duties. Salvaging stuff from beyond buoys. Oh, do they have individual stats? Oh no, their individual stats are just health, hunger, hydration, and sleep. So we've got semi-float, calamity, and cannonball. Well, once they finish building these things, hopefully they'll go out and start grabbing stuff. We've got enough water, at least for a little while, but gonna get pretty bad if they don't go get any of that wood. Hello? Boat? Okay. I give up. One of these guys is gonna need to go do things. You know what? Cannonball? Oh, I see. I can just set priorities. Let's see. How much? Let's see. Can I check raw fish? That's dried fish. Is there no raw fish limitation? Okay. Well, one way or another, he's out actually going to grab the wood. So that's a good sign. Yeah, once we have more people, this won't be so bad. And I'm glad that there's a prioritization system. But yeah, without wood, we don't distill any water. And without distilling water, everyone dies. Oh, one of the fish balls disappeared. So there is a limit to them. Okay, so I guess next, last-ish order of business. I'd like to get the mooring point, but we gotta go get the sail from this sooner than later. So what's the thing blinking on the right? It's just telling me about the sailboat on the rocks, which I haven't prioritized yet. Multiple problems. What? Oh, it's this. We just have no dry wood. Unsurprising. I do wish characters like this would actually bring snacks with them while they're out gathering. Like, boxed lunches are kind of important, and these people only seem to partially understand that, but that's okay. This will get easier once we actually get underway. And since I don't think I'm building anything else at this point, once we just gather some of this wood, we'll be okay. The sounds are louder than me, like clicking on the building. Okay, let's see, that's probably UI. Because I want to keep the ambient sound. I want to keep the ambient sound high. But we'll go from there. I don't know. I'll mess with it. I just really like listening to the ocean and the wind. So much? So that can carry 10 wood at a time. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so next up, how do we get this? Salvage. I guess that just adds that to the list. I guess it'll also get me some metal scrap and some rope, which we need more of anyway. And then once we're done with that, we'll get one more salvage boat, and then I don't think I'm going to mess with it anymore. Much like a game that has really good rain sound effects. Yeah. I specifically will seek out music if it's got really good, if it's paired with, like, a really good rain track. Just because. Are there storms or pirates? Not that I know of, but, I mean, I only just started. So, we'll find out as we go along, I guess. I'm hoping this is a mostly non-violent game, just because I find stuff like pirates and violence and whatever in town builders to feel kind of weird. It works in some, in others not so much so. Like, it works great in RimWorld, but in a lot of other games you're just kind of like, why do you exist apart from to inconvenience me? In retrospect, I should probably get a storage yard at some point right next to one of these purely for wood. And what about whales and sharks attacking you? I mean, it worked fine in Raft, but that's about it. I think you could actually salvage that a little bit more than he did. There's a lot of wood just kind of hanging out around here. But I guess that's the extent of what I can get. I wonder if you ever tried Kingdoms and Castles. I tried playing it back when it first kind of became early access available, like before it hit Steam, when everybody was paying like 40 bucks to get access to it. And I found it to be kind of unsatisfying. I haven't played it recently though, so it might be a lot better. But I just remember getting like my butt kicked because the enemies would just like spawn en masse and just crush all my shit. And I was just like, well, this is not really what I was looking for. I much prefer Rimworld, Stonehearth. I know Factorio doesn't really count, but it counts in my heart. So what other really good town builders are there? There aren't many, just because a lot of them are very dreary. Most of them are ugly. Like, I really like my town builders to be pretty. And, like, nice to look at. Let's see, more drying racks for more dry wood. Unfortunately, I have a limitation on wet wood. I don't have that much wet wood. Once we stop building, like, so many boats and stuff, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Let's see, while we're here, what do I need? Just more dry wood? Yeah. But yeah, I've got one drying rack for just dry wood and one drying rack for fish. And hopefully that'll last us at least for a little while. Oxygen not included is a good one. ONI is a little rough. Just because, like, it's not relaxing. ONI has too many failure states that screw you over and you're not generally warned about them. So the steep learning curve is a bit of a pain. In this one, I'm mostly just dooming myself a little bit by not going sooner than later, but it's okay. Should probably get the sales started so we can get going. Yeah, if I can recruit like 1 or 2 more people, this will help a lot. But yeah, ONI has so much depth. It does. It's such a lovely, interesting game, and I really enjoy playing it. But like, if you don't know what you're doing, you're doomed. It's not like one of those where you throw it on like easy mode and you just kind of like float through it, and then you're like, I'm gonna make it a little harder. It's just like, oh, yeah, you're doing great up until heat death of your entire base, and then how do you deal with this? And the answer is, I actually still don't know. Let's see, what about Cubifactorium? I liked the idea of Cubifactorium, but it wasn't a very good automation game or town builder yet. It had some neat ideas, but it wasn't there in either regard, so it felt weak as a result. This, so far, seems to kind of have a lot of the same features. Currently, it doesn't seem to have any kind of major failure states slash, like, noob traps that'll just wreck you, which is good. Okay, so we are... Oh, are we capped out on firewood? Yeah, we're actually capped out on firewood. That's good. So in that case, what do I need for this? Just rope. I thought I got more rope. Like, clear the cube. That's still on infinite firewood, but we want to get that rope done sooner. Yeah, ONI requires you to cheese thermodynamics to avoid heat death. And I was kind of hoping it would just have, like, more ridiculous tech. Like, the tech tree on ONI needs to be, like, 3 times longer and just have some insane nonsense by the end of it. Like, straight up just, a ridiculous... Ooh, movement of the town. So how do I... Wait, do I just... Oh. I thought we'd just be floating around, but no. It looks like... Maybe? Are we in like an instanced little area? I thought we'd just be going infinitely. But it looks like it's more of a... Here's a limited map that you're on. Gather what you can and then keep going? I wasn't expecting it was in contained areas. Because I actually really liked how Raft handled it, where you're just kind of floating around. I mean, this probably isn't so bad, but... Yeah, is this a roguelike? Roguelite? Well, in that case, do we want to just go get silly? We could. We could do the ridiculous thing.